So, okay, so thank you very much, Kai Chi, for being our host. Okay, so good evening. Welcome to our Zoom. Just a quick introduction. My name is Alfred. I used to be an engineer, and after that, became a school teacher for 15 years in a Singapore secondary school. But today, I'm full-time in the new skin business, showing people how to get their youth back, make their tummy flat, and potentially can make their wallet fat. Right? Why would I want to leave the teaching profession for the new skin business? I do enjoy teaching, but I realized that being a teacher, I spend more time with other people's children, no time for my own, and I spend more time with other people's wife than my own beautiful Joanne. So there's an imbalance in my life. But very fortunate, very thankful to my sponsor, Oliver and Glenda, for showing me the new skin opportunity. I took a leap of faith, get onto it, and it's been a good 14, 15 years showing people how to flatten the tummy and enjoying every moment of it. All right. So tonight, I'll be your main facilitator. Okay. But this evening is not about me. This evening is more about you. So before I begin, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make sure that you guys are in the right Zoom. Okay. So allow me to share screen. So I just want to do a quick check, a very, very quick check. Okay. All right. So let me ask, ladies and gentlemen, could this be you? What you see on the screen? Your clothes are getting tighter. You're having difficulty fitting into your pants. And even if you manage to fit it in, part of you is spilling out. Could this be you? Okay. Or maybe this is you. Your tummy is disturbing you, troubling you, and you're trying very hard to exercise it off. Nothing seems to happen. Okay, diet doesn't work, exercise doesn't work. Could this be you? Or maybe this is you. Your doctors are giving you the health warning already. Hey, your blood pressure, your sugar level is getting out of spec. Better go and do something about it. Could this be you? Well, if any of these three are your concern, then tonight is going to be very relevant to you. And if any of these three are your concern, I would like you to know that you are not alone. The entire world is having the same issues. Now, in Southeast Asia, Malaysia, unfortunately, you're the fattest nation. All right, you are at 44.2% obesity rate. Singapore, don't be too happy. You're number 3 at 30.2 obesity rate. And in fact, recently in the news, our obesity rate just went up. So it is happening around the world. But why? Why is this thing happening? And it's so rampant, especially in developed nations? Well, actually, it is not your fault. It is not your fault. Because our modern lifestyle is impacting us in so many areas. It is very, very difficult to manage. Let me just give you some examples. All of us are having some form of a financial stress. Agree? We worry about our investment losing money. We worry about job loss, a reduction of income. Expenses keep going up. And there are scams around trying to cheat you on whatever little you have left. Quite scary. And then we worry about our physical well-being. Our immunity has weakened because we are always eating on the run, eating a lot of unhealthy food, misuse of antibiotics and medication, and not having enough sleep. And because of work commitments, we have no time to exercise, and you couple that with aging, we are losing muscles very rapidly. And we know that muscles are important to keep us healthy and to keep us young. In fact, when we lose muscles, our metabolism drops, and that makes us even easier to get fat. And you have social stress. Okay, you have social stress thanks to the ever-changing COVID-19 restrictions. Now, more and more people are working from home. I mean, work stress is bad enough. Now we got to balance family demands while being at work. Very stressful, you know. And for the need of social, because of the need of social distancing, We are no longer able to socialize and interact with our friends and family members the way we are used to. So it can be very upsetting for many, many people. And finally, the financial, the mental aspect. We used to talk to people face to face, but with so many things moving online, we are now spending more time talking to a screen, which is something very unnatural. In fact, it's quite stressful talking to a screen, like what I'm doing right now. It leads to Zoom fatigue. And more people using social media. In fact, social media has become a norm. People become addicted to social media, keep on checking on their handphone. So slowly, all these are building up a lot of mental stress in every one of us without us realizing it. So with every day we are being bombarded by all this stress, it is no accident why people are getting unhealthy. Right? It's very common today to see people showing the signs of what we call metabolic syndrome. Agree? I mean, you look around, you see people, whether they are overweight or even some in the normal weight, underweight, they have their belly sticking out. Their waist circumference is getting bigger. And then when they go to the doctors measured them and they say that, hey, your triglyceride, which is your cholesterol, your blood pressure, your blood sugar level are all going up. And then the good cholesterol is coming down. So all these are signs, okay, metabolic syndromes. And all these are signs of an unhealthy metabolic state. So is this good? Actually, it's not good. If metabolic syndrome are not addressed, eventually it will lead to more medical complications like diabetes, heart attack, stroke, just to name a few. So tonight, I'm not going to waste time trying to convince you why you need to lose weight, why you need to be healthy. You already know your own reason because you're in this Zoom. Definitely you're looking for something. Instead, tonight, what we're going to do is this. Jaslyn, Max, and myself is going to show you science-based approach on how you can transform your body shape and reset to a healthier metabolic state at the same time. We will show you the how, we will explain the why, and at the end of the session, the rest is up to you. Okay? Cool? All right, so let's get straight into what we need to do. So there are three things need to put in place, three things, if you want to transform your body shape and reset into a healthier metabolic state. So the first thing, let's address the gut. Okay, let's address the gut. If you were to see a TCM doctor, their philosophy has always been this: 先治胃后治病. Because if your gut is not healthy, no matter what remedy we try to put in, it is not going to work. So here's a question. If gut health is so important, then could our weight gain be actually caused by an unhealthy gut? Right? Now, to answer this question, let me show you some interesting facts. Okay, and I think this is probably the first time you're hearing this. Now, do you know that agriculture scientists noticed in the 1940s that adding small doses of antibiotics to healthy animals in the hope of keeping them from getting bacterial infection in the first place also caused them to grow bigger, thus making them a more valuable produce. The animal actually get fatter and heavier, so it can sell for more money. Interesting, huh? You know this fact? I didn't know until I read this thing up. Okay, and they're just curious, why? Why is this happening? They don't understand. So they decided to test it in the lab. Yep. So in the lab, they did the same thing. They gave low doses of antibiotics to mice, and it's shown to make them obese. So true, it's happening. But then they start to figure out maybe it's got something to do with the gut. So what they do, when the microbiome from the obese mice was transplanted into a normal size, healthy mice, guess what? Those mice also become obese. Right? So it starts to become very clear that when a person's gut is unhealthy, it is very easy to gain weight. Okay. And so what's the mechanism? Why is it happening like that? The scientists discovered it's actually due to the changes in the way energy is being harvested and nutrients are being metabolized by the gut microbiome. Okay, the gut microbiome can be associated with carbohydrates and lipid metabolism. So despite a reduced food intake, transplantation of normal mouse microbiodata into germ-free mice increased body fat content by almost 60%. So they decided that your gut actually can determine whether you put on weight or not. So we really got to address a healthy gut. So what should we do to get a healthier gut? Now, if you're putting on weight, I'm very sure the food that you're seeing on this screen right now is very obvious, right? All those highly greasy food, junk food, highly processed food, sugary drinks, okay? These are the kind of food that we eat. Not only are they high in calories, they are also upsetting your gut health. So what we need to do is we got to do less of this, okay? Start to eat less of this kind of unhealthy processed food. And at the same time, try to cut down, or better still, quit smoking and quit drinking, because all these are putting toxins into your body. One more thing we need to do less of is the misuse of antibiotics. Okay, and don't get me wrong, you can still take antibiotics if it's being prescribed by the doctors, but please don't overdo it, because antibiotics will upset the healthy balance in your gut. Okay, so do less of this and do more of this. Start to eat more colorful, multicolored vegetables, fruits to increase the fiber. Okay, go for the whole grains, healthy whole grains, so that you have a healthy fiber inside your body to allow your gut bacteria to flourish. Do more exercise daily, sleep well. All this will actually help in a healthy gut. And I strongly advise take food that contains probiotics. Okay. Now I'm saying this not because we are trying to promote probiotics, but science has already shown, right? There are already many studies linking the use of probiotics for weight loss. In human studies, they found that the use of probiotics has been shown to reduce BMI and total fat content, okay, especially the visceral fat, right? So when you couple a proper weight management program with probiotics, the weight loss is even better. It says here, adults who receive probiotics had significant reduction in body weight, BMI, waist circumference, fat mass percentage, compared with adults in the control group. Yep. And a greater reduction in fat mass was observed with, number one, the use of high versus low dose of probiotics. And number two, probiotics of a single strain versus multiple strain. So what does that mean? The choice of probiotics is important because not all probiotic strains are the same, and the quantity that you put in is important. So there are so many probiotic strains. What kind of strains is actually very good for our gut, especially in the weight loss arena? Well, let me introduce to you. There's this particular strain known as, it's very well researched, it's known as Lactobacillus fermentum. This was actually harvested from a Swedish woman, from the gut of a Swedish woman who has shown a very tremendous resilience against toxic environment. Yep. So in studies like this, what they do is they test out 7 different kinds of Lactobacillus strain. Right? Now, if you look at the charts here, the blue line represents people eating on a normal diet. The gray line are people being fed on a high-fat diet. And the pink line are people eating the same high-fat diet, but given one of the probiotic strain. So they track these people over an 8-week period. And guess what? Only one particular strain, the weight gain is not as fast compared to if eating a high-fat diet without probiotics. And that strain is the Lactobacillus fermentum strain. If you look at the other strains, their weight gain is about the same as if they are not taking any probiotics, so no effect at all. So Lactobacillus fermentum has been known to be a very powerful strain to help people cope, okay, to slow down the weight gain process. And if you are looking for a Lactobacillus fermentum strain, I will highly recommend you, okay, to take this particular product known as ProBio from Pharmanex, which is what our company is holding, right? 1 capsule a day can give you a healthy probiotics in your gut to improve your gut health so that you can see better results in trimming down your tummy. Yep. And in 1 capsule, you have 1.5 billion CFU, that means the colony forming units of the probiotic strain inside your stomach. Okay, take this once a day. It's going to make a lot of difference to your weight loss and at the same time to your general immunity health. Okay, so having a good gut health is the first step we should need to do. Next, the next step is to address the protruding tummy. Let's flatten the protruding tummy and cut down the waistline. Yep. So there are so many methods out there, so many weight loss methods out there, weight loss drugs, detox tea, going for exercise. What is a good way to actually lose weight safely? Now tonight, I'd like to propose to you this particular program. It is known as the H-Lock TR90. This is the world's first body shaping system based on genes expression science. Right? It encompasses nutritional supplements combined with a healthy eating plan and a physically active lifestyle. Now, this TR90 is not developed by me. It's actually developed by a company called New Skin, who firmly believe that everybody deserves a chance to discover the best you. Now, wait a minute. If you've heard of New Skin before, isn't this a skincare company? So what has New Skin got to do with body shaping and weight management? Well, in case you're not aware, in the year 2011, New Skin bought over a company called LifeGen Technologies. Okay, LifeGen has been doing more than 30 years of anti-aging research, especially in the genetic arena. They use their proprietary methods to identify age-related genes expression. And after plowing through more than 500 million data points, they have discovered 25,000 genes that are responsible for how our body age, how our body function. Right? So with this database and together with the New Skin scientists, they are able to collaborate and come up with products, systems, and solutions to help people cope with the aging process. Okay? It's a very breakthrough technology. And this technology, the company decided to call it H-Lock, literally locking your age. And because this technology is so groundbreaking, it was actually featured in the Discovery Channel way back in December 2012. All right. So why is H-Lock TR90 so effective and so sustainable? Now, let me give you 3 reasons. If you're really looking for a way to flatten your tummy, you must know the reasons why. Then you become a wiser consumer to choose what is best for you. Okay. Reason number 1, why TR90 is so effective and sustainable is because of this. It is the only program that I know that focuses on restoring your youthful metabolic engine, which is your muscles. Most programs will talk about eating less, cutting out the fat, cutting out the weight, but TR90 says no. Let's focus on getting your engine fine-tuned, your muscles. Why is that important? Okay. Now, in case you're not aware, there are actually 3 types of muscles in our body. Most people tend to think of muscles as the skeletal muscle. That means the muscles on the arm, the shoulders, the leg, where you can physically see it. Well, true, that muscles do use up a lot of energy. But do you know there are 2 other kinds of muscles? One is known as the cardiac muscle that's found in your heart. When your cardiac muscle is strong, the heart is able to pump, okay, able to pump better and to carry more oxygen, more blood throughout your entire body. And that's using up a lot of energy. And there's also the smooth muscles found in your organs, like your intestine, right? So when your intestine organs are functioning well, healthy and youthful, it's much more able to detox the toxin from your body. So when your muscles are active and healthy, in a way, it starts to burn more calories naturally, automatically, okay? And you definitely want to have more muscles. Why? Because when you have more muscles, you can enjoy food, yet you can stay slim. Why is that so? Because of the desirable nutrition partitioning. Now, are you aware of this? When you consume food after digestion, your liver has to channel the calories to either the fats or the muscles. So if you have more muscles in your body, the excess calories are channeled to the muscles and you'll be used up for muscle building or for energy purpose. If you've got more fats than muscles, the excess calories will be channeled to be stored as fats. So it's definitely a big advantage to have more muscles in your body. Second reason why you want to have more muscles, especially in an aging population like Singapore, is that as we age, we lose muscles easily and it's very difficult to repair. Do you know that once we cross the age of 40, an average adult will lose 8% of their muscles per decade? And that's quite scary, you know, because when you start to lose muscles, your metabolism drops, fats start to put on very easily. Okay, so muscles are very useful and helpful, especially when we are aging. And as a bonus, muscles have shape, fat don't. Okay, just look at this guy, his fatter version and the more muscular version. Fat just hang over the place, that's all, no shape one. But once you got muscles, you look really, really good. And ladies, muscles have curve. Okay, ladies, you need to put on your muscles. Muscles are sexy. Skinny is not. Okay, muscle is hot, skinny is not. You do not want to be just like a stick bone. No? You want to have some nice curve, and muscles give you the curve. So how do TR90 help us to increase our muscles? Now, let me explain the science. It's very common knowledge that we know as we age, our body's ability to repair muscles drop. All right, and because of that, fat storage becomes very fast. So this one is a given. You already know. Excuse me. But does it mean that it's a lost cause? No. Fortunately, of age-lock science, the scientists discovered stuff. They discovered there are genes in the body that are responsible to support and maintain lean muscles. Unfortunately, these genes has been turned off, or rather, are down-regulated. And they also discover there are certain genes that are responsible for fat storage. Unfortunately, the genes has been upregulated and turned on to a high mode. And there are also certain genes that are responsible for a positive mood and a stronger willpower. Right? So knowing all these genes, they think of a way how to change, okay? How to upregulate the muscle genes, how to downregulate the fat genes, and how to upregulate the positive mood genes so that your muscle repair ability goes up. And once that happens, your fat storage automatically will come down. Yep. So basically, that's where the age-lock science comes in. The scientists plow through all the ingredient library, plow through the science, and discover what are the ingredients that can trigger fat storage genes, muscle genes, and trigger the mood genes, and put them into a product system known as TR90. So when we consume these supplements, and together with the eating plan and the active lifestyle, the result is magical. So why are these products so powerful? At this stage, I'm going to invite one of my fellow coaches, her name is Jesslyn, to share with you why this product makes a big difference in our weight management program. Okay, Jesslyn, over to you.
Hi, everyone. Good evening to everyone. I'm Jesslyn. Let me introduce myself before I share with you how actually age-lock TR90 works. I'm 37 years old this year, a mother of 2 kids. I work in an MNC as an account assistant. So you can see from the photo that before and after me. So before I take up TR90, it's very plump and round tight. So after that, after 90 days, I managed to lose 9.2 kg, which is 7 kg actually is the pure fat. You can imagine like one big bottle of 5 kg oil and plus 2 small bottle one is a lot, you know. And then the visceral fat also I managed to lose 3 layers, which means that my waist is lost 11 cm. Means I can wear 1 to 2 size smaller than before I TR90. Okay, you can see from here that before these are all before me. It's very plump type, like the dinner, my friend wedding dinner down the photo below. I hardly can find a nice dress to wear, which make me like so sad, you know, so unhappy. So it's really very like jialat one, you know. After that, my friend, my sister introduced me her friend, which who take TR90 before, told me that actually TR90 can help me. And before that, actually, I tried many methods already. Whatever you can say out, I think I try 99% of it, like slimming tea, detox tea, and then go to slimming center for cold rep, hot rep, and then exercise, diet. Really what I can do, I do already, but there is nothing happen on me. So I tell myself, never mind, I will give myself one last chance to listen to my sis friend, what she said about TR90. So after I understand what is TR90 about, I told myself to give myself one last chance. This chance is can means can, cannot means I also give up on myself already. Surprisingly, after 30 days, I actually can see the result already. I can feel my pants already starting loose already. And after 90 days is this is how I look like after 90 days. Before that, all these type of clothes like bodycon, mermaid dress, and then off shoulder, sleeveless, short pants, all I not there to touch and try. But after 90 days, then I can go and buy and try, and I love them very much. Besides, before TR90, actually my knee got pain. So whenever like I climb stairs, I will feel the knee pain. But after 90 days, it surprisingly it gone, and I can even go for half marathon, which you can see from the right bottom singlet there. Yeah, I complete my half marathon with my buddies. Yeah. Well, let me start share how TR90 actually helps in the whole program. So there is actually few supplements in the whole package. First will be the Jumpstart. The 4 natural ingredient helps me kickstart the breakdown of the fats and restore my lean muscle. It also help actually to boost my metabolism. So best thing is, after I drink Jumpstart, I feel that my skin actually look better and cleaner. Okay. Next will be complex. Sorry, this is sorry. Hang on lah. My first time doing screen a bit ganjil. Okay. Sorry, hang on a while.
Okay, you are complex.
Wait. Hey, how come like that? Oh. Okay, this is complex. Complex actually keeps my muscle very active so that I can burn fat effectively even when I am sleeping at night. So the key ingredients is grape extract, which help to fire up the muscle cell, make them more active again. Okay, next will be control. This control supplement, it gives me very good appetite control. It will reduce my craving towards like fried stuff, sugar stuff, sweet stuff. So it's very good, and also it's also give me a very positive mood, and also the willpower, which is very important to support us throughout the whole journey of 90 days. Okay, and then one very important ingredient in this is the tart cherry. It helps me get a better sleep at night, and that can actually reduce my stress, which help me prevent getting fat around the tummy area. I think this one a lot of people love. Next will be the trim shake. Our trim shake is actually an award-winning trim shake. And then trim shakes actually contain whey protein, which is one of the best source of protein, that best source of branched chain acid amino. This protein actually help me build muscle better than other type of protein. And most important is it is very delicious. You can either have a chocolate flavor or vanilla flavor. And then the last supplement will be the Life Pack. Life Pack, we call it multivitamin, which help to boost our antioxidants. It ensures that when I am on the TR90 program, it give me my body all the necessary health and a healthy nutrition like vitamins, antioxidants, minerals to stay healthy. By taking this life hack, actually I feel more energetic and like not so easily feel lethargic, you know. And then beside that, after TR90, I actually do continue by taking this life hack to make sure that I have my optimum nutritional health. For your information, TR90 is the first weight management program that listed in the physician desk reference, which means doctor can actually prescribe TR90 for overweight patients. And this also means that actually TR90 is very safe and effective because doctor also can prescribe to the patients. Next is the TR90 is also halal certified. It is fully halal certified by the Islamic Food and Nutrition Council of America. So there is no worry for Muslim friends who is in Singapore, Malaysia, and Brunei. You actually can consume TR90 with a peace of mind. Yeah, that's all my sharing about how TR90 help us in losing the weight. Thanks. Back to you, Alfred.
Okay, thank you, Jaslyn, for very comprehensive coverage on the TR90 products. Okay, excellent. So the products plays a part in being a catalyst to help us get multiple results for the effort that we put in. Yep, it's definitely safe, healthy, right? And going to give you a lot of added advantage. Okay, the second reason why TR90 is so effective and sustainable is this second reason. Remember, the program is not just about popping the pills. It comes with a simple eating plan and a physical active lifestyle. Right? So the second reason why it is sustainable is because throughout the whole TR90 journey, you don't experience hunger, and at the same time, you are developing a sustainable lifestyle. So what is this eating plan about? What kind of physical active lifestyle is being expected when we get onto TR90? At this stage, I'm going to invite my second speaker. His name is Max. Yep, fine young man, and he's going to explain to you what he sees inside the eating plan and the active lifestyle. Okay, Max, over to you.
Thanks, Alfred. So hope everyone is having a good evening so far. So hold on, let me just do a share screen. Okay, great. So I think before I start, sharing like I think how does food and also like having an active lifestyle help us, I think, in this program. Just wanted to share a little bit on myself. So I started out TR90. I think the main reason I wanted to actually start is actually because this is me 1 year into the working life. So you can see like although I'm actually a very active person, I actually do a lot of physical activities here and there, but just 1 year into the working life, I found out I got a tummy and I wasn't happy about it. So I tried many different methods. I increased my exercise load. I tried different kind of diets. It works, but it wasn't sustainable to me. So I was just open for opportunities on like really how I can actually make myself, I would say, look better and also find a plan that's sustainable to me. So a good friend of mine, his name is Ben. He introduced me to the TR90 program. So I took a leap of faith and really went to look at it, what is it about and how does it really help me to get to where I want to be. So with all these things that I'll be sharing with you later, in just 90 days, this is how I looked, right? So numbers, okay, might not be too much, but you can see, the shape is really something that like, wow, it's something that amazed, like not just people, but also myself, right? And when we're talking about sustainability, right? So this is me, April this year. So it's obvious to see that, like, it's really not a what we call a diet or something like a 90 days thing, okay? But it's really something that stays on with you and can sustain you throughout the rest of your life, okay? So let me share with you what I have learned, right, throughout this program and some of the aspects of TR90. Okay, so first let's talk about food, right? So everyone, we know that we need to eat healthy, right, in order to have a good body shape, or rather just be healthy in general, right? But we also want to be happy, right? Because that we don't want to be restricted with so many things that at the end of the day we are not happy and we go back to a bad diet again. So in TR90, we really stress on having a well-balanced, I would say, a meal plan, okay, so that you don't feel hunger at the same time, okay? So we keep it very simple and very practical at the same time, using these 3-3-3-3 eating plans, where we have different kind of categories of food, like your vegetables, your protecting food, your fruits, your carbohydrates, and also your proteins, right? So you don't have to use a weighing scale to weigh your food. All you need to do is use a very, very simple tool that everyone has, your hand, okay, your palm, okay? So it's that simple, okay? And then these are actual pictures, okay, of what people are eating throughout the TR90 program. So as you can see, it's really something that I think everyone is okay to eat, right? It's looking at this is a very, very appetizing really, right? So it really keeps you happy, right? Your tummy also say, oh, I'm very happy. At the same time, your tummy also say, hey, I'm going to get sexy already. Yeah, so anyone wants to get sexy? Okay, yeah, just say yes in the chat. Okay, at the same time, right? Like some diets, or like some weight loss plan, they will ask you to do a lot of meal preps, or you just have to like order some meals and everything. I wouldn't say it's a bad thing to do that, but rather we're talking about sustainability over here, right? We want to keep it very practical so that it can apply to any people, especially like like people like accessibility. Okay, so let's talk about accessibility. So these are the things that you can actually explore when you're on TR90. So hawker food, like you can, like for example, like your thosai, or like just your nasi padang, your economic rice, your yong tau fu. So all these things you still get to enjoy, all this food, so that you won't, you don't you just have to know like how can you actually manage your food, how can you portion your food, so that you still get to go out and actually enjoy the food that every one of us love, right? So it's really a skill that I learned throughout these 90 days, and I think having this skill, right, it's a very, very valuable tool that not only can help you, but also you can teach it to someone else as well. Okay, and then so enough about food. So let's talk about active lifestyle. Okay, so we try to not say it's like an exercise, because you don't have to do like what the lady is doing, right? You don't have to do strenuous exercising, lift up weights and all these kind of things, because I think the beauty about TR90 that it is very fair, that you don't have to actually do strenuous exercise so that you can get to your ideal body shape. But if you can, that is an additional plus. Okay, so we're not saying that you don't have to move, but rather say exercising alone, okay, strenuous exercising alone will not help you to lose weight. Okay, you still have to be a little bit active. Okay, so there's active lifestyle. So what does active lifestyle mean, right? So you have to, so rather than just really like lifting weights, go for like things that you don't enjoy. Okay, so we are stressing on actually getting you to move more and sit less. Okay, so we want to actually encourage you to find opportunities to burn more fats yourself. Okay, so let your body burn more fat, so get yourself moving. Okay, you can see I'm moving a lot while doing this presentation. So so it's really getting yourself physically active. Find opportunities to get yourself moving. For example, for instance, like people maybe might have trouble running, right? You can try walking, okay, or walking up the stairs, okay, or just do some stretching. Okay, yeah, so I think it's really doing things like anytime, anywhere, and also based on your comfort, right? So important is to move and keep your fats burning. Okay, so in summary, oops, hold on. So in summary, I would say the 3-3-3-3 eating plan, okay, on top of having a well-balanced diet to keep yourself happy, okay, on top of having an active lifestyle where you can just move, okay, and you don't have to do strenuous exercise, okay. So these are, I would say, the key points, okay, of TR90 that helps you to get to where you want to be. Okay, so important to do the things that you like, okay, still enjoy the whole process, okay, and don't feel like it is like going to a boot camp. Okay, so remember, the most important thing, right, is to make yourself happy, okay, throughout this whole process, and you will get to where you want to be. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Max. Wonderful summary. Okay, after hearing what Max say, I now recall one of my client, one of my TR90 client, and she's a doctor, and she mentioned to me, when I did TR90, this is the first time I get onto a weight management program without realizing I'm actually on one. I'm just living my normal life. And that is basically what Max is trying to tell you. Okay, the power of TR90 is so doable, it's so easy. Okay, wonderful. So no hunger, you develop sustainable lifestyle. Don't need to do anything extremely special. Okay, live your normal life. TR90 is done as part of your life. And the third reason is the support system. And only in this group that we have called MATE, making a difference every day, we have a proven support system to guide you, to coach you, to walk the journey with you, so that you are not alone in your weight management effort. Okay? So plenty of wonderful transformation through TR90. Basically, TR90 helps you to develop sexy muscles and at the same time shed off the ugly fats, especially the fats around your midriff. Whether you're young like Mi Fong, a young mother after giving birth, the tummy stick out, she wants to flatten the tummy, or aged like Danny here, the tummy just go flat. And it's not racial bias. Yeah, Indian race can get good results. Our Malay friends also get good results through TR90. So it's across all races, in spite of different kind of cuisine, different kind of culture and lifestyle and food that we eat. And people like Irene or Angeline here, after going through TR90, their health also start to improve. Like for example, Irene, her high blood pressure went down. For Angeline, her blood sugar level becomes normal. And as a bonus, though they look great in their new body shape, young ladies will definitely want to do TR90 because why? They get to have this totally flat tummy. So flat that you can land an aeroplane one. Fun. It's really fun. And for the guys, like Max, young fellas who want to get the six-pack, hey, TR90 allow you to achieve this without having to kill yourself in the gym. And today we start to see more and more ladies who are not overweight in the first place coming to take TR90 just to tighten the waist and get into that most sexy possible shape. So thousands and thousands of people around the region, around the world has benefited from TR90. Yeah, you can become one of them. Okay, and it's no accident. In Singapore, TR90 is recognized as the #1 weight management brand for 3 consecutive years. And in Malaysia, it's 5 consecutive years. The award has just been given. So we are very, very proud of these accolades. So as a quick summary, what probiotics and TR90 can do. #1, TR90 is definitely very safe, easy, and effective. It helps you to reduce fats, especially the harmful visceral fats. It restores the youthful muscle, which is very important. No starvation, is customized to your specific needs. And the good thing is you develop healthy habits. And point #7 is important. No point lose weight and bounce back. TR90 is long-term, sustainable. Now, I dare to say all this because I'm a living testimonial to prove to you. 30 years ago, can you recognize this guy? Yeah. 30 years ago, this guy is an engineer, single, trying to chase after this pretty girl, and then training for competitive triathlon so that he can get into a nice body shape to attract this lady. But no matter how hard he tried to train, somehow his body just got extra life jacket built in. Maybe it's to help him float better in the water. Luckily, this girl not so picky about body shape, so she decided to marry him. But the kind of body shape, not very ideal. So to get into a nice body shape through hard training is very, very tough and no results. Fast forward, this guy is now a teacher. He's married with kids and he's a dragon boat coach. So his exercise level has dropped, but because he's a dragon boat coach, he tried to impress upon his student. So he will try to run with them, try to gym with them. But that's about the best body shape he can get. So that was in the year 2013. He decided to start on TR90 together with his wife, Joanne. Now, this guy is 54 years old. Okay, one round of TR90 8 years ago, one round. Now just using multivitamins, no longer on the supplements, but because of the sustainable lifestyle that Max has explained, and because the product has reset his muscles to make it stronger and younger, today it's very easy to maintain. In fact, looking at him now at 54 compared to 30 years ago, do you think his body shape is more tight and more lean compared to the younger guy? And it's so much more easier to achieve. Okay. So if you want to be like me 10 years down the road, then this is what I advise you to do. Number one, purchase the TR90 and purchase the ProBio. The ProBio is very cheap, right? It's one of the cheapest product in New Skin. 3 bottles, I suggest. 1 bottle lasts for a month because the whole TR90 program is a 3 months program. So ask a friend who invited you to this session how to sign up and how to purchase these products. Okay, so get the products, but the products itself will not be enough. Follow what your coaches teach you, right? A coach will be attached to you to guide you along because we're not going to leave you alone by yourself. We're going to support you throughout this entire journey. Get yourself measured, get yourself coached on a weekly basis. And as long as you follow the program properly, in 90 days, you will look forward to your new shape. And you'll be so proud and so happy about it. All right. Okay, wonderful. So I come back to this picture again. We have already covered 2 things, right? The gut and flatten the tummy. So out of this metabolic syndrome, TR90 has effectively helped many of my clients get rid of their expanding waistline and the belly fat. Some of them in the process, their blood sugar level improve, their compartment in the blood pressure improve, right? But I've always been asking this question. Improve here and there, bit and pieces here and there, but because of the modern lifestyle, is there a way which I can help my client to achieve even healthier metabolic state? Could that be a way? That was this question I always ask. How can I get my clients to be in the tip-top possible health? And it's very clear, even if a person is slim or skinny, it does not mean the person is metabolically healthy. I got relatives who are skinny like a stick, but taking diabetic drugs and injecting insulin. So being skinny and slim or even in the underweight does not mean it's going to be metabolically healthy. Having a high metabolism does not mean you will be metabolically healthy. I've seen athletes who are frequently exercising, running, popping cholesterol pills. Because why? The cholesterol level is too high. And confirm, our modern lifestyle does not make us metabolically healthy. In fact, our modern lifestyle is the cause for us to be metabolically unhealthy. And we in Asia, we are concerned with 2 things, 2 dreaded Ds. Right? It's very unfortunate. This was reported. Asians are basically at risk, higher risk of getting diabetes compared to our Caucasian counterparts. And reported here says, in Asia, the development of diabetes in Asians can occur even in the absence of obesity or advanced age. That means you're not old, you're not overweight, but still you run the risk of getting diabetes. I'm equally at risk because of our Asian link. And dementia is another one big worry we are facing today, especially in Singapore. Right? It's on the rise. It's on the rise. I'm not sure about Malaysia or other regions, but Singapore, dementia is on the rise. Basically, in Singapore, the fact is half the cases of dementias are vascular dementia, right? And looking after dementia people is no joke. It's a pain. It's a pain to the caregiver. It's very, very stressful. Why? I dare to say that because my mother has been suffering from dementia for more than 10 years. And it's really leaving a big impact on our family. So that means I'm also genetically at risk of getting dementia. But the fortunate thing is this, vascular dementia, okay, the risk can be reduced by living a healthier lifestyle. So that means, yes, our risk is there, but we can do something about it. So if we can improve our metabolic state is basically an expression of our body's biochemistry, right? And this body biochemistry, in a way, is actually controlled by our lifestyle choices. I will use myself, for example. Before TR90, I'm probably more towards the unhealthy lifestyle choice. Maybe I was not aware, I was ignorant. I may not be very active every day. I do not know how to eat healthy food. I'm still, working very late as a school teacher, sleep deprived. My fruits and vegetable intake is not there and always having a lot of stress. But fortunately, through the rigor and the structure of TR90, I have moved myself closer to the right. I'm getting healthier. I'm starting to make more healthy choices, more healthy lifestyle activities. But due to our modern lifestyle, no one is perfect. I still face stress. I still sleep late at night because of the work demand of my business. I sometimes give myself excuses not to go exercise because I'm just too lazy. I mean, we're just human, right? We're just human. But two particular things I want to bring to everybody's attention that we should really watch out for it. Number one is mental stress. Like it or not, every one of us is facing mental stress every single day. And mental health is taking a very big hit in Southeast Asia. Like it or not, it is happening. In Singapore, are you aware that we spend nearly 3.1 billion on stress-related illnesses annually? And the problem of stress is more prevalent in Asia, where 91% of the respondents reported feeling stress and 80% saying that they had an always-on work culture. Wow, quite jialat. It means in Asia, we are like that one. Our work never stop one. Our mind is always thinking about work. And there are severe consequences for this. I just quote two examples. In Japan, last year, approximately about 3,500 people died from COVID-19. Yeah, because that was the start of the whole COVID-19 thing. But do you know last year in Japan, almost 21,000 people died from suicide because of mental stress? So which is more scary, COVID-19 or mental stress? And closer to home in Singapore, suicide rate in Singapore is up by 10% last year. And it's a record high among boys. Scary, So the MOE and the MSF is very concerned about the spike in youth suicide. So it is happening, right? Don't ignore mental stress, which we are facing every day. And next is our immunity. This is really not the time to have a weakened immunity. Now, I mentioned that the gut health is important, not only for weight loss. Are you aware that 70% of your immune system actually lies in our gut? Okay, the gut is actually a second brain to the human body. So it's very important to have a healthy gut in order to improve your immune system. Because a healthy gut will contribute to a strong immune system, heart health, brain health, improved mood, and a healthy sleep. So all these are something we really need to watch out for. So, but then in our modern lifestyle, where the pace is so hectic, the demand of modern lifestyle is so tough and so challenging, is there a way that we can help to build a more resilient body so that we can cope with all the mental stress and to prevent our immunity from dropping? But fortunately, science found a way. 7 years of research and development by certified scientists. Right? And our scientists took a very strong interest in a group of antioxidants known as anthocyanins. Yep. This anthocyanins is known to have an impact on metabolic health. So what are anthocyanins? They are basically the vibrant blue, purple colors and red pigments in quite a lot of fruits and vegetables, like cranberries, blackcurrant, black rice, blueberries. Yeah, all of these purple, reddish blue fruits. And why does anthocyanin caught the attention of the scientists? Because anthocyanins are known to have this biological effect, which indirectly is related to metabolic health. Example, in the fat tissues, anthocyanins are known to help to improve fatty acid oxidation. That means its ability to help the body burn fats is better. And with that, the insulin sensitivity also improve. In the muscles, anthocyanins are known to help the muscles uptake glucose better, so that the muscles can use it for energy and at the same time to repair the muscles. So this helps in carbohydrate metabolism. In the pancreas, anthocyanin is known to improve beta cell function. That means your pancreas is more effective in able to produce insulin when the body needs it to control blood sugar level. And the pancreas is also able to regulate blood lipids, aka cholesterol level. And in the liver, anthocyanins are known to reduce the fatty accumulations inside the liver, and that helps to lower oxidative stress, right? So anthocyanins has these functions. That's why the scientists wanted to do it. But we're not going to waste our time going through all the anthocyanins because there's just so many. But the scientists has done their research, done their studies, and they found the most potent anthocyanins that can deal with metabolic health are found in these three fruits: the blackcurrant, the bilberry, and the black rice. Okay, these three particular fruits has got the most potent anthocyanins that can give our metabolic health a boost. So they put it into this product known as Reset. Okay, it's known as Reset, to reset our metabolic state. You may say, okay, I can try to eat blackcurrant, black rice, bilberry. Well, in the first place, you got to find them. I don't think I can find bilberry or blackcurrant in Singapore. I'm not sure where to get it. Yep. But even if you can manage to find them, the amount that can possibly be consumed through a daily food intake is probably about 25 milligrams. But the amount needed to have metabolic health improvement is actually 215 milligrams. So this is where supplement comes in to make up for the shortfalls. So the scientists did the studies, and I'm just going to share with you their studies. And from there, you can understand the power of this product known as Reset. So they did some preclinical studies. This was done to test on the GI protection, the gastrointestinal tract. And they did this study, 14-week study on mice. And what they found, this thing called the FTTC. This one is basically a marker for your gut, whether it's your gut leaky or not. So when the mice are fed on a high-fat diet, the gut is very leaky. That means whatever they consume, it just get absorbed and enter into the bloodstream. But when the mice on a high-fat diet and they also take anthocyanins, the leakiness drop. You notice a significant drop of the leakiness. So the gut is no longer that leaky. And if you see here, when you take a high-fat diet, the amount of endotoxin released into the blood is very high. Endotoxins are basically poison. Okay, they are a byproduct of poison being produced by your body when your body consumes something that's not desirable. When your endotoxin level is very high, it leads to fever, diarrhea, and if your level is very, very high, the person can die. So with a high-fat diet, the endotoxin level goes up. But when you consume it together with anthocyanins, the endotoxin level drops. And then here, they measures the ratio of the Firmicutes and the Bacteroidetes. That means the ratio of bad bacteria to good bacteria. On a high-fat diet, the ratio of bad bacteria is very high, which is not desirable. But when they take anthocyanins, it reverses. The bad bacteria level drop, the good bacteria level increase. And this one is called Akkermansia. Akkermansia is a very important gut bacteria that acts like a gatekeeper. Okay, is to block away potential toxics from entering your bloodstream. So if you eat a high-fat diet, the Akkermansia level is very low. But when the mice go onto anthocyanins, the Akkermansia level goes up. So what does this mean for us? For people, it helps to help you to regulate, okay, better immunity. And for people who are suffering from autoimmune issues like eczema, allergy, you're going to benefit from this because your gut health start to improve. And then they did insulin resistance studies, okay, on glucose and insulin, again on mice. On a high-fat diet, the glucose level, the blood glucose level goes up. But when you feed it with anthocyanins, the blood glucose level comes down. Okay, and with that, the pancreas don't need to produce so much insulin. This means what? This product helps you to regulate blood glucose and insulin level. Very good for people struggling to cope with these two. And in the liver, on the left is a healthy liver. In the middle is the liver after they feed the mice with a high-fat diet. You see all those white spots there? Those are fatty deposits, not healthy. But when you consume anthocyanins, the fatty spots actually reduce. So what this means, it helps to reduce the fatty liver and to reduce the damages from sleeping late and drinking alcohol. So those who like to party, this one can help you. So from mice, they move on to long-term clinical studies on human, and they want to find out what's the effect on glucose control as well as on the gut. So they tested on 46 healthy obese individuals at 8 weeks open study. Okay, so as you know, people who are obese tend to have more gut bacteria. You notice down here, the gut bacteria is so much, right? That's why they put on weight. But after taking anthocyanins, the bad bacteria level drop, the good bacteria increase. Okay, and they also check their HbA1c, which is a marker of how well they control their blood sugar level. On a high-fat diet, it's much higher. With anthocyanin, the HbA1c level drop. So what does this mean? It will help you to prevent weight gain and also help you with healthy digestion because of the balance in the bacteria. And finally, they wanted to find out, can there be immediate benefits of taking anthocyanins? So they tested on 25 healthy individuals, right? Young people. So what they did was they feed them a 1,000 calories high-fat meal. Well, that's quite a lot for a meal. And they immediately measures their blood, their markers. And what they found, when they eat a high-fat diet, 1,000 calories, the blood endotoxin level shoot up very fast. But for those who are on anthocyanins, the endotoxin level remains low, remains more controllable. And they look at the blood glucose level. After eating a high-fat meal, of course, the blood glucose level will shoot up. But those on anthocyanins, the blood glucose level come back down pretty fast and become more regulated. Whereas the one without the anthocyanins, it remained high for a much longer time. So this means what? It helps to reduce the damages from greasy fried food, entertainment, your hectic lifestyle, and stress eating. So I'm very, very happy to see all this. Now, in case after I present all these clinical studies and you still don't quite get it, well, a very simple one is just to look at this summary. Using their H-log signs, they look at the liver, the fat tissue, the skeletal muscle, and the pancreas. And this is basically the genetic expression profile of a metabolically healthy person. Okay? If an unhealthy, metabolic unhealthy person take anthocyanins, they are able to achieve almost similar profile as that of a healthy person. This is what the whole reset means. Okay? Giving a person who is not as metabolically healthy a chance to become as ideal as possible just by taking the product. Then you may ask, okay, then if I'm already metabolically healthy, do I still need to use anthocyanins or this product called Reset? Well, if you are healthy, then this product is going to be an extra boost for you. Okay, it's going to make your health even better. Nobody will mind having a much better health, right? So in a short summary, basically, what would you expect to experience from taking the Reset? These are the collection of some of the testimonials or the feedback from the leaders who has the chance to sample it, right? Their body become more resilient, their immunity is better, and if they fall sick or their immunity is weakened, they can recover much faster. Their overall energy is better because of better overall metabolism. A lot of them report that they sleep better, they sleep soundly like a baby, and this is something I look forward to. Yep. And they can really enjoy life. They feel more calm, more relaxed. Okay, in a way, it's like a happy pill. And it helps you to stay trim. That means if I finish my TR90 and I want to maintain trim in a much easier way, by taking Reset, my chances of getting fat again will be much, much lower. And at the same time, I can preserve my lean muscles, even though I'm sedentary. Yep. I personally have not tried the Reset, but at this point, I'd like to invite one person who has experienced Reset and let her share with you her own testimonial, her experience in just taking for a month. In fact, less than a month. Can I invite my sponsor and introducer, Glenda, to share with you?
Hi, Alfred.
Hi, Glenda.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, thanks, Alfred, for inviting me to share my experience of taking this wonderful product called the Reset, or Meta. So I'm very grateful to receive a bottle of this Reset somewhere last month. Yeah, so I took only 14 days because I need to share with my husband. So my experience, right? This is really a happy pill. So, right, we have been cooped up, especially last month in Singapore, the infection rate was very high. And so all of us is coping at home, and we also minimize going out. So actually, you can feel a mental stress in our body. So after taking the Reset, I found that actually there is a sense of relief and relaxation. And I felt that I'm much more happier. Yeah, so prior to that, I didn't know there's such effect. I know there is metabolic health, which I do not have all those metabolic diseases. And then, in addition, is a sleep. Yeah, because I'm quite a light sleeper and I wake up when there's noise. So what happened is when I took the Reset, right, I was able to, when I wake up, right, to go to a toilet, I can continue to sleep well, in terms of quality and quantity. And very thankful I'm in this business, so I can continue sleeping until like 10 plus. Yeah, so I think sleep is very important. When you have sufficient sleep, your skin actually glow and definitely your mood is so much better. Yeah, so that's my experience so far for the 2 weeks. So I'm looking forward to the upcoming LTO, to go and grab and make sure I have continuous supply, and also for my customer too. Yeah, thanks, Alfred. That's my sharing.
Okay, thank you, Glenda. Wow, your experience is something which I look forward to, because sleep is still also very precious to me.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you for the short sharing. All right. So as a summary, I've already covered the 3 things. How to transform your body shape and reset into a healthier metabolic state. 3 things, okay? 3 things. Number 1, take on the probiotics. Okay, take on probiotics. It's a targeted support for a healthy gastrointestinal environment. And what does it do? It basically plant the right probiotics bacteria into your gut, okay? Planting the seed. So if you're having an expanded belly, you want to cut down your weight, you want to get into better shape, then get onto the TR90, targeted to support you for a healthy body weight and a body shape, okay? Through improving your metabolism, through sustaining your lean muscles, and improving your mood and a more stronger and higher willpower. These 2 already exist in New Skin. Already you can purchase. But we are very lucky, coming in December, we have a chance, okay? We have a chance to now reset our metabolic state, okay? Through this H-Lock Reset product, where it gives you a systemic support for your healthy body biochemistry. Right? And what does it do? It basically helps you to maintain your healthy gut bacteria, gives you stronger antioxidant support from the anthocyanins, and to improve the internal biochemical processes. Okay. For people who have finished TR90 and you decided not to do TR90, then this is what I suggest. Yep. Take the ProBio on a daily basis. Take your life pack to make sure that you have sufficient nutrition, and take Reset. Okay. So how to purchase Reset? There'll be this limited time offer in December. It's not available right now. So you got to ask the person who invited you to this session to book your set. Okay. It's going to be available from the 10th of December to the 14th of December through a limited time offer. It is sold in a set of 6 bottles at a very special price of $830. Yep. Every brand representative are only entitled to 10 sets. Okay, only 10 sets. So it's a very precious quantity. Quickly, if you wanted to have this product, quickly book before that their 10 set is used up. All right. So very sorry, we overrun by 10 minutes, but this information I think is very important to share with everybody. So I will end my session here. Okay. So today we're basically giving you the 3-pronged approach of how to transform your body shape and to reset your metabolic state through planting a healthy bacteria in your gut, through the TR90 system, and through this new product called Reset. Okay, so you can choose to participate as a consumer, or if you're interested to take a look at the earning potential of this Reset coming, then I would suggest check with the person who invited you to this session to find out how can I make money in this coming December Reset LTO. He or she can explain more detail to you. I will not talk about it today. Today, we just focus more on the product system. All right. So thank you very much for joining us this evening. Sorry, I will run by 10 minutes, but it's good info, I hope. And I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my co-speaker, Max and Jesslyn, for your precious contribution, and also to Kai Chi for being our host this evening. So thank you very much, everybody, and I wish you a good evening.